Hello and welcome to another episode of Noble, a platform that connects people through stories. This year we said that we will be doing things differently, and we are happy and lucky today to host a very wonderful and amazing lady. So, Ivy, welcome to the show. This is Noble. We connect people through stories, and I know today we're going to have a very, very wonderful conversation.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, my name is Yvonne Okelo. I know you didn't know my name, but it's fine. Yeah, so my name is Yvonne Okelo, a teacher by profession. I'm a maths teacher and also a sports lady. I do more of tennis and any other sports because I took PE, that is physical education in campus. Andy, thank you for welcoming me.
Wow. It's really amazing that you're a mathematics teacher. Yes.
Thank you.
One of those subjects that I struggled with were mathematics.
Looks like it.
All right, so welcome to Noble. So we've done a few episodes in this show, and one of the topics that the audience wanted me to handle was matters relationship. You know, we are young people, the dynamics have changed, and relationship is a whole different concept that needs voices there. What you learn today about relationships will be different from what you learn tomorrow about the same relationship, you know? So I wanted to bring you to this show so that we can have conversations around relationships. So part of the questions that they asked me, I put them together, around 5 of them, that we will be talking about. Okay. So we make it, you know, I want to know the female perspective, but we can also delve into the male perspective, and that's why I am here.
So you can also give your opinion.
Very well.
Okay,
I mean, we need to have different voices when it comes to, you know, matters that involves gender, you know, relationships, gender. There's something that plays in between the two. So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So let me start with the first question. How has technology changed the dating landscape in the recent past? You know, now we have people who are tech savvy. We have like Facebook, and we have many young people. There are also online dating sites. So how do you think technology has shaped relationships?
Everything has changed currently compared to the past. Think of it this way. In the past, you'd bump into each other
yes,
for you to get a relationship. But currently, there's something like you have to get your soul.
Yes.
There's a person for everyone. So instead of just waiting for someone to either bump into you or you bump into them, you have to go search for it. And that's whatever the technology has brought.
All right.
Okay.
So this happens like in both gender, men, women?
Yeah.
All right.
I remember in the past, actually, women would wait for men. We were so shy. We couldn't go for love. We couldn't go for what we want.
Yes.
But currently, it's more of, this is what I want. I'm a woman, I'm a man. I still have to go for it.
All right.
So I'd say that one is something that is currently positive because I know what I want in terms of the qualities that I'm looking for. I know what's going to make me happy. So instead of me just waiting for any other person that I can't predict his qualities or her qualities, I have to get to search. Think of Tinder. That's a dating site. Okay.
Yes.
When it came, it got accessible to many people.
Yeah.
And right now, you can just put there whatever you want in terms of height now, the personality, do you want a serious relationship, or I just want fun or anything. So the other person will also have the same. And I don't have to just give it a try if I'm not sure. I have to be sure of this is what I want and then match the personality.
All right.
So it's working better.
So are you saying that because traditionally it is the man who would go for the woman,
That's true.
And naturally like that, naturally so. So are you saying that platforms like Tinder is a way of either gender, be it a man, be it a woman, they can go there and look for that relationship? And I want you to also answer this, do you have women, for example, who can go on Facebook, get into somebody's DM and tell them that
Currently,
I like your personality and this and that, and therefore I would want to, to know more about you. And the objective of this conversation is that we see if we can be in a relationship.
yeah, sure. That's currently happening. And
All right.
it doesn't have to be just our Facebook or any other dating site. You can even go in person.
All right.
People have gained the confidence. Yeah, maybe they've learned it from social media or anything, but they've gained the confidence to follow what they want. You can just come here and tell you know what, you look good, and this is the aim.
Yes.
So I show you what I want. If you're interested, then you go for it.
Really amazing. So I think for men, and this one I'm speaking from, the opinion of maybe the men I have around me, because the many guys we talk with, we like exploring these kind of discussions. So for men, I think the quality of relationship is also determined by the standards that the woman raised.
Okay.
And part of what men consider as standards is the approach that the woman gives. So for example, you are in a WhatsApp group and then a lady reaches out to you that I checked your profile and I like it, or you look amazing. I would want to, know
Wouldn't you
you.
go for that?
Sorry?
Wouldn't you go for that?
For a woman who reaches me that way? I think I think somehow for me it lowers the quality of the standards, or it lowers the standards, because I'm a bit from a different generation, so I would accept that maybe my worldview would not consider that something proper, and the approach would determine whether I want to, whether I'm seeing the standards high or low here, because first of all, you cannot tell me upfront that mere optics has told you that we can be in love. Maybe the approach should be, I would want to know about you and start that conversation from that point.
So would you go for the lady just getting to know about you rather than just telling you how she feels and everything?
No, I would rather we get to know each other first before the objective is communicated. And sometimes we really don't have to communicate the objective, because the conversation itself can lead you to know whether, here we are trying to establish a relationship, or this lady or this gentleman is just interested in having conversations with me. Maybe I love books, maybe I love music, because sometimes the profile also speaks for itself, right?
Which is true.
Yes.
What if the lady has already read the profile and whatever she sees in you, or she has heard about you, that's whatever she wants to go for? Do you think she'd rather wait for you to bump into her and randomly create that connection, and then you call it love?
Not random. I want to say, if we are going to build a relationship, let's have conversations first to get to know each other. Because for a man, if a woman approaches you that way, for us, I think it's
high time you get liberal and just accept these things. They happen, and I'd be genuine about how I feel. I'd just be doing things right. I'd be the right choice for you.
Yes.
So if you can't accept that and just block yourself in terms of this is who I am, I want it done the traditional way, you might be missing something.
Amazing, really amazing. So let's get to the next question, okay? So what are some of the most important qualities to look for in a partner in today's world?
Okay, I think the first thing I'd go for is someone who's independent.
What do you mean independent?
By being independent, I'd say you have the things you're coming with.
Yes.
You have your own personality. I'm supposed to accept that, your individuality. I can't mold you. People believe that when you're in a relationship, we get to one, we become one. But that's not the case.
Yes.
Becoming one means I have to do the things the way you want me to, okay? Because you're trying to mold one particular thing. But remember, I'm unique in my own way. So I don't need to either fit in whatever you want me to fit in for me to become who you want, for us to create a relationship. So I'm supposed to be with my own personality, the things that I do, this way I do them, and you're supposed to accept that I'm independent in the things I do.
All right.
Okay, so you're supposed to go with that. That's
you said something about two people coming together into a relationship. We're not becoming one. We are bringing, you know, our insecurities, our strengths, and any other aspect of our lives that maybe has been informed by our childhood experiences and the environments where we are raised. And therefore, I'm bringing my experience, you're bringing your experience, and we are are we not fusing this together?
You are, but not entirely. Think of it this way. I'm raised differently.
Yes.
I don't know where you come from. I don't know what you do, how
I don't even
take
know you.
things. Exactly. Okay? Yeah. So there's no way I'm trying to get to know you and fit in whatever you do. This is what my mom loves. And then I get to that. This is how we do things. Okay? You have to cook for me. You have to clean. You have to do everything. And I have to just fit in without giving you my opinion. Okay, the moment I tell you my opinion, you come with my your own opinion, and I accept that. Right. I'm independent in my own way, and you accept it the way it is. You come in your own package, and I accept that. All right. Okay, when you get together, I wouldn't just call it being one. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, we are coming with that kind of independence.
Of us.
Exactly. Okay. So you just have to accept that.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So I know this can have different perspective, because they say there's those points you compromise, and these points that are also compromised.
Which is true.
And then now at that point where, you know, they meet, your piece and my piece meet, I think entirely that is the us, but we don't dismiss that in these circles we still have the other parts that have not met, and you know, it's all about compromise now. Like, I accept these are your stuff and these are my stuff. Yeah, I think that is what comes out clearly in that.
That's true.
All right. So
okay, another thing that I think of is emotional maturity.
Yeah.
Understand? Which most of the people want that, especially men come to think of it. Okay, you want someone who can think clearly, is not so affected emotionally. Yeah. They're stable. Okay, most people pick that. I'd also go for loyalty, of course, honesty, and amongst other qualities.
All right.
Yeah, that make you just complete, and you won't differ completely. All right. In the relationship.
So, and that has led us to something else. You know, what we call the emotional stability. That's what you've called it. Yeah. So are you saying that in a room for relationship, you know, you'd not want to probably condone the fact that your partner does not deal so well with, let's say, anxiety or, you know, stuff like that?
They have to come in a whole package. Are they ready for that relationship?
All right.
If there are little things emotionally that affect them, you're not going to work with that. Assume now I have a man, and this man either keeps on crying, or maybe the family has issues, and is trying to work within these. Yes. And is not stable enough emotionally. So where do I start from?
You can't build him to...
You can try to, but as much as you try to, is he ready? Is he ready? Okay, if he's not ready for it, I think you're going to have problems. You might end up getting heartbroken, so you'd rather not get into that.
He's vulnerable, he's crying, and you know, he's not going to leave you, because that's another emotional stuff that I think he won't deal with.
I don't know, how would you say it though?
This is messing with you a little bit. So how do you navigate the delicate balance between vulnerability and self-protection when dating? And I love that this comes after the conversation we just had. The balance between vulnerability and self-protection. You know, we all grow up, we all have those things, you know, let me call the things, the stuff we put in our closet. And mostly we don't want to be very vulnerable, because it takes some little bit of strength to be vulnerable to the other person.
That's
true.
So
there are also pasts, you know, pieces of your past that maybe you may not want to project to your partner.
Which is true.
So where is the balance? I mean, I just want you to speak to that a little bit, that there are pieces of our past that we may not want the partner to know. Or should you go all out there and be vulnerable and, you know, bring down the wall that blocks your past from your present?
It's not about just building the wall. I think you should consider the things that really make you happy and why you want to go to that relationship. I'm not supposed to just rush, because if I find you, I'm vulnerable, okay? It might make us just rush into things. We are not sure of whatever is going to happen after. So I'm supposed to consider that part, okay? I take things slowly. I take my time. I learn you, okay? That will make me protect myself emotionally and for any other thing that might follow, okay? So I'm just supposed to be ready for it. So there's no rush in it.
All right.
Okay. Another thing I'm supposed to check on is not going for the superficial things, okay? For now okay, even currently, so many people are thinking of he has money, or maybe some other things, you know, the things you're not supposed to just go for. I'm going for, if I want a relationship right now, I'll think of what's your qualities, what's your package. Do you have what I need other than just the things I can see? Okay, the general view. So I'm supposed to get to know all of them and then get to know if that's what I want. If I don't want it, there's no need for me to be in that relationship.
So do you say that there are pasts that can be scary enough that the other person might not take in a relationship? You've liked this guy, you've established everything that the foundation of a relationship needs, and then you come to learn about some things about his past, you know. So he becomes vulnerable to you and lets you know some ugly past of his life that maybe he regrets, probably. So would you consider that? Like, are there those pasts that you cannot take?
There are pasts that you do not take. Yeah, completely. Assume right now you are in a relationship with someone who once killed. And it's not just about that. Maybe they haven't healed completely. And you can see it, okay?
No, you can't. You couldn't see it earlier. Now,
of course you wouldn't, because some people pretend. I might pretend for all this time until you get to know a serious relationship. That's the time you get to see these things that you didn't see before. You understand? That's why I talked about taking your time. If you take your time, you might end up seeing these things. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, but if you don't, then it's not possible.
So let's get to the fourth question. How can someone determine if they are ready for a committed relationship, and how can they communicate this to their potential partners? How do you tell that now I am ready for a serious relationship? And you know, the two of you could be dating, and you see the direction you guys are taking. You feel now we need to really commit this thing to a long-term commitment. Might mean let's get our parents to know us, that we exist, you know, or some people are members of a church or something. You communicate it maybe to your spiritual leader, whatever, whoever it is, you know. So how would that be communicated?
Okay, apart from, before we talk about how it gets communicated, how do you get to know that you're ready? That was the first point, right?
Yes,
yeah. So how do I know that I'm ready? I think the first key thing is that you've forgotten your ex.
What if you didn't have an ex?
Okay, the things of the past. Okay, let's just put an ex as the things of the past. I've forgotten everything, and this is what I want. Okay, so I feel like my partner is ready, because you can't just be ready and the other person is not ready. Now you still want to make it happen. Okay, your partner also has to get ready. Okay, and being ready is a whole package. Are we doing things right? Can we have a talk? Okay, we can communicate and we understand each other. Everything is just fine.
But in every other relationship, whether it is committed or not, you guys can have conversations.
Okay, it depends. Which kind of conversation do you have? Okay.
All right.
Assume, now that you're talking about technology. Okay. When I text you or when I try calling you, you're always busy. Some people are okay with that. But personally, I might not be okay with that.
All right.
Okay, so I have to figure it out. This is whoever I'm going to get in a relationship with. But he doesn't respond to my texts. He doesn't pick calls. Am I ready for that? Understand? That is what I'm trying to say here. You have to ensure that you're not just ready. The partner is also bringing you that readiness.
All right. You talked about text calls. It's a very serious issue, you know. So How many times are we texting or calling in the day?
It depends.
Uh-huh.
Are you busy? Do I understand whatever is making you busy? Okay?
Yes.
Because if I can't understand, and I always say this, okay? You're going to have a busy day.
Yes.
Alert your partner. This is how my day is going to be.
All
You
right.
can do it that day, maybe in the morning.
Or the day before.
Yeah, at night.
Yes.
Okay? This is how my tomorrow is going to be. Just give out the whole schedule. So there's no point.
The whole schedule.
Not really the whole schedule, but I'll be busy from this point to this point. You
You have
understand
to
what I
put the
mean,
time
right?
there.
Like, you don't have to be so specific, but the thing is, you're going to be busy.
All right.
Okay? So when I try calling you tomorrow, or when I think of calling you tomorrow, I know whatever you're doing. So why would I be worried? You told me that you're going for a shoot, for example.
Yeah, like we're gonna be
Exactly.
sure.
Or you're going to take a drink with someone. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
So why should I call you at that point? Why should I bother you? And I know what you're doing. The problem comes in when you fail to talk completely.
Okay.
Maybe the previous night you told me, you know what, I'm so tired, I'm from work, we can't talk.
Yes.
Following day, you're so busy, I can't access your phone. You understand? Like, I can't call you.
Access you on phone.
Exactly, on phone.
Because I can't
So-
access your phone is scary.
I can't access your phone,
Yes.
if that's the term.
Yeah.
So simply, if you communicate earlier, it makes things really easy for us, and we won't have these conflicts.
But you have so many conflicts where women want to have like, I'm not saying women only, I think even men, because we have those people who like want updates of what are you up to in the morning, at 10, noon, evening, at night.
I think it's easier if you do it all at once.
Wow, like
Yeah,
just
in the
jam
morning.
everything
Like,
together.
you don't have to tell me all that.
All
You understand?
right.
But at least today I'm going at work, I'm going to have a busy schedule, so I
Right.
might not call you until this time.
All right.
You understand? So I know that we cannot talk the whole day until maybe at night.
Wow.
Yeah, it's easier.
Okay. Well, that was a very noble conversation with the amazing lady here, Ivy. Until next time, see you there.